Sir Paul McCartney has been on the planet for 80 years, and during that time has had his fair share of love, loss and heartache. The singer was catapulted to fame at the age of just 21 after the Beatles hit the big time, and very quickly became one of the most famous musicians of all time. But Paul, who is celebrating his 80th year on Saturday, threw himself into Beatlemania in the 1960s and has had a string of wives and hearts ever since. He was famously dumped on live TV after he was allegedly caught cheating, and he cried for a year after the tragic death of his wife of 30 years, Linda McCartney. But let's take a look at his first love, Jane Asher, who he met in April 1963 when the Beatles played at the iconic Royal Albert Hall. Jane, who was just 17 when she met him, was said to have a massive influence on Paul, and he wrote many love songs about her, including All My Loving and I Love Her. In a later interview, Paul said, "I met Jane Asher when she was sent by the Radio Times to cover a concert we were in at the Royal Albert Hall. We had a photo taken with her for the magazine and we all fancied her. We thought she was blonde, because we had only ever seen her on black and white telly doing jukebox jury, but she turned out to be a redhead. So it was, wow, you're a redhead. I tried pulling her, succeeded, and we were boyfriend and girlfriend for quite a long time," he added. They were together for 5 years and Paul even popped the question, but they eventually split, and this breakup became one of the most notorious breakups in history as she did it on live television. They had been going through a rough patch during the writing of Rubber Soul in 1965, but things took a turn for the worst after Jane reportedly discovered he had been cheating on her. Paul had allegedly been doing the dirty and seeing American Francie Schwartz while she was away for work. As the saying goes, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. In 1968 she went on the BBC chat show D-Time and broke up with Paul on air. Jane told host Simon D, "I haven't broken it off, but it's finished. I know it sounds corny, but we still see each other and love each other, but it hasn't worked out. Perhaps we'll be childhood sweethearts and meet again and get married when we're about 70. Despite Paul's infatuation with Jane during their relationship, he had also reportedly spent several nights with actress Peggy Lipton, according to NY Daily News. Writer Ivor Davis, who traveled with the Beatles during their first ever American tour, said, he was then dating the actress Jane Asher, who was home in London, but that didn't stop him from having a secret fling with young Hollywood actress Peggy Lipton, who told me at the time that Paul told her he wanted to marry her. Then along came Linda Eastman, who Paul went on to marry up until her death in 1998 at the age of 56. Linda was a photographer and the pair met during a trip to New York City in 1968. The pair got married after dating for just 6 months, and despite Paul's alleged reputation for struggling to stay loyal, reports suggest that he never cheated while he was with Linda. Linda, who went on to become one of the first creators of vegetarian food, had 3 children, Mary, Stella, and James. They were married for 30 years and Paul said that he cried for a year after she died of breast cancer. When she came to Britain and we got together, the greatest thing about it was we both wanted to be free. We did what we wanted and she took pictures of it all, Paul later told the BBC. After Linda passed away, Paul spoke about his heartache. "I think I cried for about a year on and off," he said. "You expect to see them walk in, this person you love, because you are so used to them. I cried a lot. It was almost embarrassing, except it seemed the only thing to do. A year after Linda's death, the singer met Heather Mills, who, little did he know at the time, would walk away with £24.3 million in a divorce settlement. The pair crossed paths at an event where he presented an award in Linda's name. Heather, who worked as a model, had lost part of her leg during a crash with a police motorbike and later went on to write a memoir titled, Out on a Limb while campaigning against landmines. The pair married in 2002 and had a daughter together named Beatrice. Stella, Paul's other daughter who he shares with Linda, famously didn't see eye to eye with Heather. Heather told The Things, "Every week, Stella tried to break up our marriage. She was so jealous. She wasn't interested in her dad's happiness. I can't protect her any longer. She's done some evil things." Eventually, after Paul and Heather started to engage in explosive rows, the couple divorced in 2006. She had initially sought £125 million, and Paul offered £15.8 million. At the time, Heather told reporters, "I'm so glad it's over." Do you enjoy reading about celebrities? Sign up for all the best celeb news from the Mirror here. It was an incredible result in the end to secure mine and Beatrice's future and all the charities I plan on helping, she added. It appears it was third time lucky for Mackle, who married his wife Nancy Chevelle, who he met in 2008. They dated during his divorce battle, and he popped the question in 2011. The lovebirds went on to marry a few months later at Old Marylebone Town Hall, where perhaps somewhat controversially he married Linda. The Liverpudlian wrote My Valentine about the New York businesswoman. Do you have a story to sell? Get in touch with us at webcelebs@mirror.co.uk or call us direct 0207 29 33 033.